Hello and welcome to New Beginner Guitar. My name is Pete, and in this video I'd like to have a little chat with you about some very simple basics regarding this wonderful machine, the 6-string acoustic guitar. Before I go too far, I want to say hi to Abi Rodriguez. Hi Abi. Now Abi lives in a town called San Angelo in Texas, USA. Now I know already that Abi likes to play several instruments already, and soon she may well be adding the guitar to her collection and her repertoire. Hi Abi, just keep practicing, practicing, practicing. That's the only way. Never give up, just keep practicing. Okay, the guitar. This end here is called the headstock. And on the headstock, I'll turn that over, we have some lumps of metal here, and these are called your machine heads or tuners. These tuners are attached to some poles that come up on the face of the headstock, and in those poles is a hole, it goes all the way through so that you can poke a string and then use these winders on each string to tune your guitar up. As we come down the neck, first place we come to is this piece of, in this case, a piece of plastic. Sometimes they're made of bone, but they've been filed out very precisely to accommodate the different size strings as you go from your thickest down to your thinnest. And this is called the nut. Okay. As we come down the neck, we have these pieces of metal here. These are called frets. So this space here at the top, that is your first fret. The next one is your second fret, third fret, fourth, fifth, etc., etc. Now when you're standing up playing guitar, you've usually got some dots. In the case of this guitar, it's the 5th fret, the 7th fret, the 9th fret, and then you have 2 on the 12th fret. Now you find corresponding dots along here, so when you're looking down you know exactly where you are. But in this beginner's course, most of our work is going to be all down this end. Sounds sweet down there, and that's where you're going to find lots of lovely chords to make lots of music. Okay, as we come down the guitar, we come to another piece of plastic, and this is called the bridge. So your sound is coming between the nut at this end and the bridge at this end, and your strings are tensioned over these components all the way down to the tuners, and that's where you get this nice sound which comes out of here, and this is called the sound hole. Okay, these little bobbly bits of plastic here, if you can see it there, those little plastic pegs, they actually hold your strings in. So if you ever need to change a string, once that string's broken, you can pull out the peg and replace the string, and then wedge it back in with these little pegs here. Okay. This lovely little teardrop here, that's called the scratch plate, and what that is going to do, it's going to protect the wood from your plectrum, if you use a plectrum. It can protect the wood from your fingernails, stop you digging in, yeah, give a little bit of protection. At the back of the guitar we have another little piece of plastic here, and this is for connecting your guitar strap. There, you just slot the strap over there. Personally, I don't use one for this guitar because I do most of my playing sitting down, but if you do want to stand up and play, you'll be far better off with a strap. So it connects at this end here, and it comes all the way over here, over your shoulder, and you're usually strapped for an acoustic guitar. You will find at this end it will have some cord, which you just slot through under the strings, just tie a little knot in your guitar, get it to hang exactly where you want it. Okay, so if you're choosing a guitar to buy, personally I would go down to your music store, and unless you know some other place that you trust and know what they're talking about, because once you've bought this and you take it home, you know you're going to want to love it forever. So a couple of things to watch out for when you're buying a guitar. I think number one is to just try out lots of guitars, you know, regardless of how much money you're going to spend. You know, whether it's $50 or $250, the guitar that you buy has got to feel nice and comfortable. The strings want to feel comfortable under your fingers. When you push them down, you don't want to be using all your strength to hold them down, because that is just going to end up in a lot of nasty pain on the tips of your fingers. Now they're already going to go through a bit of pain when you're learning to play anyway. So you want some, you know, you want it to be quite nice and gentle. The string height, if you can see on mine, between the string and the top of the neck here, there's just a very small space, just a few millimeters, and that is called the action. The distance between the string and the neck is called the action. If it's too high, you're going to be pushing down too hard. You just won't be able to play very comfortably. You probably won't be able to play at all if it's that high. It will just hurt and give you lots of problems. So get one with a nice low action. Guitar's got to feel comfortable. This one here, the neck is lovely and slim. This particular model is a Yamaha F310, very reasonably priced. I paid £100 for this, brand new, and I love it. Lovely smooth neck, the finish is fantastic. The strings sit nicely, it's nice and soft and gentle. I don't have to push down too hard at all, and I get a really nice sound. I think it sounds really nice, and that's what you want. Yeah. What else can I say about this? Guitars go out of tune all the time, either after, you know, a couple of hours of practicing. If the wood starts to heat up because you've been playing it hard, you know, it can just sort of change just slightly and put your guitar out of tune. Changing temperature, that's another big factor for putting your guitar out of tune. You might be playing it one day, it's perfectly in tune, and you put it down for the night, and then the next day when you go to it, it's out of tune. So if you've got temperatures that drop during the night and then raise up again during the day, these cause minor shrinkage and expansion in the wood. It's not a lot, but it's just enough to alter the tuning. But never worry about that, it's not a problem. Just keep tuning your guitar up, just keep playing it. The more you play it, the more you get to know it, the more you understand it. And I think basically for a basics video on the 6-string acoustic guitar. I think that pretty much wraps it up. I better add actually. Always check down that neck. Down there. Make sure it's nice and straight. See that? You don't want any twists or bows. You know, they can go this way, or they can go convex the other way, and that will give you problems tuning and playing. It needs to be nice and flat, fairly low action, a nice light material. You know, it's not supposed to be hard work, it's supposed to be pleasure. But anyway, that's all I can think of at the moment, apart from learn everything you can, practice every time you feel like playing guitar, and put your heart and soul in. Okay, until the next video, see you.